Welcome. In this video, we're going to talk about solving a system of equations with multiple variables. In this case, we have three variables, x, y, and z. And we're going to do that using matrices on the calculator. Now, we're not going to get thoroughly into the matrix operations, but essentially what we're going to do is we're going to use Gaussian elimination. Carl Gauss, Gauss, was a mathematician, and he figured out a way to solve these systems using series of multiplying and adding, which is what we did with the elimination method. I'm just going to show you right now how we can use our calculator to input this matrix and solve a system quickly. And this is really useful for when you have a system with many variables, such as 4 or 5 variables. So the first thing you want to notice is everything is organized. I have my x's lined up, my y's lined up, my z's lined up, my equal signs, and then my constants are all on the right side of the equal sign. So some of the problems you may encounter, you may need to reorganize them first. As we think about calling this a matrix or labeling this as a matrix, we want to note that we refer to matrix, we describe their size as row by column. So the quantity of rows, in this case, we have 1, 2, 3 horizontal rows and 1, 2, 3, 4 horizontal columns. So let's just jump right into the calculator. When we look at matrix math, over the X to the -1 button on the left, you see where it says matrix. So I'm going to hit second and then that matrix button. Now these are all just the names of the matrices listed here. What I want to do is I'm going to choose to edit, and you can edit any one. I'm just going to edit matrix A. Editing matrix A, it's going to want a row by column size, RC. I always think of RC cola, so rows by columns. As we said, we have 3 horizontal rows, so that's 3, and we have 4 vertical columns. Now we're just going to enter the coefficients, paying attention to the sign. So I've got in for my first line on my first row here, I have 2, -1, making sure you use the negative symbol and not the minus symbol. 4, -3, and it will just automatically go to row 2. I have 1, 1x, -2y's, -10 for my z's, and -6 for my constant. And on the last row, I have 3 x's, 0 y values, 4 z's, and then +7 for my constant. So here is my matrix on the screen, and you just want to hit second quit after you're done editing your matrix to leave the matrix portion. So that just takes you back to your main screen. So let's look at going back in. If I hit second matrix, matrix A, you notice now it shows that matrix A is a 3x4 matrix. I'm going to hit enter here, and that'll put it on my main calculator screen. Hitting enter again will show me my matrix. So this is your opportunity to check that you've typed all of your coefficients correctly. 2, -1, 4, -3, 1, -2, -10, -6, 3, 0, 4, 7. Check. At this point, this is where, we would do by hand, we would multiply and add, trying to get what we call an identity matrix. Reduced row echelon form. Here, we're just going to go back into the matrix section of our calculator, and we're going to do some matrix math. So I'm going to arrow over to this second column, and then we scroll down. So as I said, this is reduced row echelon form, and that's option B. So I'm going to hit enter to put that on the screen. Now, if I want, I could choose second answer because I've already got A in there, but I may not already have that saved in. So I would go back into my matrix and name A. I would choose matrix A, close your parentheses, and hit enter. So here, this reads as 1x, 0y, and 0z equals 3. 0x, 1y, 0z equals 7. 0x, 0y, and 1z equals -0.5. So x, 1x equals 3, 1y equals 7, and 1z equals negative 0.5 or negative 1/2. I can also go so far as to say math and turn this into a fraction. So you'll notice if we have fractional data over here, I have negative 1/2 now instead of negative 0.5. So my ordered triple x, y, z solution would be 3, 7, negative 1/2. That's my ordered triple x, y, z because I had x, y, z. And that's as easy as it is. So you do have the matrix function on your calculator. It's really helpful if you have a larger system to solve. I do want to encourage you. I mean, obviously you need to know how to do this by hand, but we are not taking the calculator away from you in this class. I do want to note, I don't want you to use a matrix on the test. I want to see that you can do the algebra by hand. All right, so again, the ordered triple solution to this system of equations, the one point where all three of these equations are, these are planes, where all three planes intersect is 3, 7, negative 1/2, x, y, z. All right, I hope that helps. Good luck.